as Jesus was leaving Jericho with his disciples, and a large crowd, a blind man named Bartimaeus sat by the roadside begging. He had spent years in darkness relying on the kindness of strangers to survive. He knew the sound of footsteps, the shuffle of sandals, the murmur of conversations, but he had never seen a face, never watched the sunrise, never looked into the eyes of another human being. Yet Bartimaeus had something in him that his blindness could not take away. He had faith. He had heard about Jesus of Nazareth. He had heard about the one who opened the eyes of the blind, healed the sick, raised the dead, and spoke with an authority unlike any other. And when Bartimaeus realized that Jesus was passing by, he did not remain silent. He began to shout, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." The crowd turned to silence him. They told him to be quiet, to stop making noise, to stay in his place. But Bartimaeus would not be silenced. His need was too great. His faith was too strong, and his hope too alive. He shouted all the louder, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." His cry was desperate, but it was also filled with faith. He recognized Jesus not just as a man, not just as a healer, but as the Son of David, the promised Messiah. And Jesus stopped. That is the power of faith that shouts, faith that refuses to be silenced, moves the heart of God. Jesus called for Bartimaeus, and the same people who had tried to shut him down were the ones who told him, "Cheer up, on your feet. He's calling you." Bartimaeus threw off his cloak, the only thing he had of value, the symbol of his old life of begging and blindness. He left it behind because he believed he would no longer need it. He came to Jesus, and Jesus asked him, "What do you want me to do for you?" And without hesitation, Bartimaeus said, "Rabbi, I want to see." And Jesus said, "Go, your faith has made you whole." Immediately his eyes were opened, and he saw for the first time. The first face he ever saw was the face of Jesus. The first light that ever flooded his eyes was the light of the world. He didn't run back to his old life. He followed Jesus on the road. Bartimaeus shows us that faith is not silent. Faith is bold, persistent, and unafraid to cry out to God even when others try to quiet us. Faith is throwing aside the old things that hold us back, believing that Jesus will give us a new beginning. Faith is trusting that when we call on him, he will stop in his tracks and answer us. Maybe today you feel overlooked. Maybe the voices around you are telling you to give up, to stay quiet, to accept your situation. But like Bartimaeus, you need to lift your voice in faith. You need to shout to the Son of David, believing that he hears you, that he sees you, and that he will not pass you by. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains, the kind of faith that draws the power of God into your life. Bartimaeus shows us that a shout of faith can open doors, heal wounds, and change destinies. So don't let fear silence you. Don't let the crowd hold you back. Lift your voice today. Call on Jesus. Believe he is near, and watch what he will do. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe for more faith-filled words that will strengthen your walk with God.